I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of y'all for this.
Hello, hello. How everybody doing? Can I talk? Yes, I can talk. I wasn't gonna talk to myself. How you doing today? How are you today? Happy MLK Day. Great voice. Thank you. How are you? Trazelle, how are you today? Happy New Year's. Same to you. How are you today? Are y'all watching? Is the inauguration on? Oh, can you see me? Uh, why you want to see me? I'm just laying in the bed. I'm just laying in the bed. You want to see me? Merry Christmas too. Wow, what state? What country are you in? You want to see me? You never seen me before? If you subscribe to me, you can see me all the time. Go subscribe to me. Are you subscribed? Go subscribe. You go subscribe, you can see me all the time. Go subscribe. And let me know you're not subscribed, because if you were subscribed, you wouldn't ask to see me. And let me know you're not subscribed. Is the inauguration on? Waiting on some of my people to come on. Some of my people unable to load content because your device don't have enough space. Boy, I tell you. You in New Zealand? Okay, go subscribe. You go subscribe, then what about the allegation that you don't actually live in a, what you say? What about the allegations that you don't actually live in an RV? What kind of, who made that allegation? Ain't nobody made that allegation. You got the wrong person. Ain't nobody made that allegation that I don't live in an RV. Because I don't have to lie about not living in an RV. Ain't nobody made that allegation about me. You got me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in an RV. See that? I'm laying in an RV bed right now. An allegation that I don't live in an RV. Ain't nobody made that allegation about me. I can, let me flip my camera. Yes, wrong person. Exactly, wrong person. Let me see, can I flip my camera? Look, see that door? See that big door right there? What kind of door is that? What kind of door would you call that? Yeah, wrong person. Exactly. Wrong person. Do that answer your question? Exactly. The wrong person. And why would somebody lie about living in an RV? I don't know. Maybe they will. Tell me why would somebody lie about living in an RV? Maybe they will. I don't know. I don't know what people lie about these days. I need some more storage. Yes. I apologize. Have a good night. Okay, Jason Tyson. Thank you. Let's see. Did it say? I wait on some of my people to come in here so I can explain to them about this dialysis thing. Let's see. Think. Man. Let's see. It take forever for my. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I want to explain how this process works, but I really don't want to just talk to be talking. I don't. But I keep hearing a lot of people don't understand how this process works. So I want to shed some light on how this dialysis process works, so people won't be wondering how this stuff works. And I don't mind answering questions so that people won't be out here assuming stuff. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, I mean, speak now and forever hold your peace. I'm not going to be on here long, but I do know it take a minute for the notifications to go out. So I will wait. But I will say this, I want to say that, okay, basically, let me start off by saying this, because my nephew asked me, what is dialysis? Okay, so dialysis is basically when your kidneys no longer function. When your kidneys no longer function on their own, you have to have a machine that filters that you have to have a machine that does the work that your kidneys should be doing. You just have to have a machine that does it for you. So there are some people that still have the ability to urinate, that still can pee, that's on dialysis. Some people can still urinate, some people can't. I am one of those people that's fortunate enough that I can still urinate. Therefore, I don't want to jump ahead of myself, so I'm trying to explain it so that you can understand. Although there are 5 stages, which is when you get to stage 5, that means your kidneys are, stage 5 is the worst stage. So when you get to stage 5, you should already be on dialysis. But I'm in a kidney disease group on Facebook where there are some people that's stage 4, stage 5, that's not on dialysis yet, but that's their decision. You know, that's a decision that they are making. I don't think it's their doctor's decision. That's their decision. And there's a lot of people in the world that's at stage 3, 4, and 5 that's not on dialysis yet. There are some people that's at stage 3 that's on dialysis. I'm at stage 3, and I chose to be on dialysis because it's not just the stage that you are at, but there are other numbers that make a difference. Your GFR number has a lot to do with whether or not you should be on dialysis also. So my GFR number was pretty low, so that had a lot to do with my decision to go ahead and making go ahead on my that made me go ahead and start to start dialysis, even though I was still making urine and I'm only at stage 3. I felt like by me having a very low GFR number, um, I needed to go ahead and go ahead and start dialysis. Um, I didn't want to keep putting it off because I know my number was low. Now, if my number was probably in the 50s, like there are some people who number is high, but their stage is maybe like a 4 or a 5, but their GFR number is higher, so that's why they keep putting it off. Um, which is their prerogative. I don't know, what's influencing them to keep putting it off. But I will say this: if your kidneys are not functioning and filtering your blood and urine the way it should, it's just making you more susceptible to illnesses and diseases, and you just have to be careful because your kidneys is a very vital organ in your body. um Dialysis is um well, I'm gonna say it's not as bad as it seems. I decided to go ahead and start because most of the people that I talked to that, stepped out and went on and started dialysis, they all said, I feel much better since I started dialysis. Um, I'm glad I started. It isn't so bad. Um, they just told me it changed the quality of life for them. So I was saying to myself, well, I'm gonna try to get a kidney transplant so I won't have to start dialysis. So what I did was I talked to my oldest son about you know um, him donating me one of his kidneys, and he actually got tested and started the process. And once he saw that you know he was a match, and they started to test him and start doing some tests, and for his because he has to do just as many tests as I have to do. But once I started doing dialysis, um, I kind of I told my son just recently that um, I'm gonna I just did a lot of tests last week, and I still have to, be approved to even go on the list to even receive his kidney. So I said, well, once they approve me to go on the transplant list, I think what I'm gonna do is, since I already started dialysis, because I was trying to be tested and be approved to go on the list to even receive his kidney. I was trying to get all this done before I even started dialysis. So once I started dialysis, I was like, well, shoot, I had, since I don't started dialysis and I don't, got comfortable with doing dialysis, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let them go ahead and put me on the transplant list and see, can I get a kidney from an outside donor. um See how long it take for me to get a cadaver kidney, and perhaps let my son keep both of his kidneys, just in case he have a child one day, and he needs both of his kidneys. So if it takes like more than maybe a year, maybe I will consider, um, again, getting one of my son's kidneys. But and then my nephew told me about a week ago that I could have one of his kidneys. So I have two options, as far as a kidney transplant. And not only that, my son brought something to my attention. Um, if they transplant me with to get his kidney, both of us would be down. So it's like I would need somebody to drive me back and forth to the doctor for like 2 weeks. And if both of us is not able to drive for like 2 to 3 weeks, you know, it's gonna be kind of hard. He won't be able to drive. I won't be able to drive. And my youngest son, he's not. He don't have a car right now. He had a car, but he's not driving right now. And I mean, he's not gonna be able to drive my vehicle. And I know my son is not gonna let him drive his vehicle, cause when my son had a vehicle, he wasn't the best driver, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, hey, I told him next time he get a car, he might need to take another driving course, cause he didn't do too good with driving. And back, how kids don't listen. And I told him back when he was doing driver's ed, I told him, you need to do a full driver's ed course, and he did it for like 6 weeks on a Saturday. And I said, no, I think you need to do it a little bit longer than that. And he didn't listen. He did it for 6 weeks, and that was it. And lo and behold, when he started driving, it seemed like once a month it was an accident. And uh, all I got to say is his driving record is his insurance is almost $400 a month, because he has to have his insurance in his name. I took it out of my name because he no. Back when my oldest son was younger, I was letting him have my, how you let your kids, you know, um, you let them when they're young, you put their insurance in your name, and, they can get away with it until, it catch up with them. Well, hey, long story short, his insurance is sky high because he messed up his driving record. So we not loaning out our cars to him. So right now he's Ubering it. So long story short, it's my mom and dad, they can take us back and forth, but that's just a lot. That's just a lot. So I just decided that I want to just wait. Um, I'll just let them put me on the list, see how long it would take for me to get a kidney. I don't think it would take that long because they gave me some options as to I have a rare blood type, so that they explained to me some options when it comes to that where I may not have to wait as long. And also there's some other things that they told me that will help me get a kidney quicker. I can explain that in a different live. I'm not going to go into those things, but there are some things um that will help people um that will help people get kidneys quicker than others, and I explained that in another live. Also, yeah, so I'm pretty content with dialysis at this point, and that brings me to what I'm gonna talk about next. Okay, so the machine basically does two things when you go to dialysis. The machines first, it takes the blood out of your body. It takes all the blood out of your veins and it cleans your blood. So that's the one thing it does. And the average person um, does 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's the average. Now, I think is some people at the clinic that I go to, I think they may do a little bit longer. I don't know why, but excuse me, I had to drink something. I think they do a little bit longer than I only do 3 hours because I just don't those extra 30 minutes I never have extra fluid on me, so I don't see why. I just don't need the extra 30 minutes. 3 hours is good for me. Now, and that brings me to the second reason, um, the second thing that the machine does. Now, the second thing that the machine does is it takes the excess fluid off of your body. So, for those people that do not urinate, all of the fluid, just like I drink, and I don't drink as much as I used to, but I still, because you don't supposed to drink a lot of water and soda and stuff like that as a kidney patient, but especially if you don't urinate. Now, for me, as soon as I drink, I like in the next hour or so, what I'm drinking, I'll be urinating out, right back out. So, but for people that do not urinate, that means the more that they drink is staying on their body. So, when they go to dialysis, the machine has to take that excess fluid off of them. So, if they, okay, so we normally go 3 days a week, but I just found out that some people go 2 days a week. And I'm going to be talking to my doctor about if I can start going 2 days a week. But the average person only go 3 days a week. If somebody is going more than 3 days a week, I don't I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what what that reason would be. An extra day of it, more than 3 days a week. I guess I don't know. I don't know. But um when you go to dialysis, the first thing you do when you go in is weigh yourself. So when you weigh yourself, and say for instance, the weight that they have in the computer for me is 100 and um they have 76 for me. Okay. So I think that's like 170 pounds. Okay. So the last time I left, I was 170 pounds. So when I go in there tomorrow and I weigh in at, say, for instance, 171.5. So that means I have 1.5 pounds of extra fluid on me. So that means the machine needs to clean my blood and take off 1.5 of excess fluid on me, which is nothing. I can't feel it. I'm not going to cramp up. I'm not going to feel nauseated. It's not going to make me feel, nothing. It's not going to make me feel no different kind of way when I get off the machine. Okay. So when I get off the machine, I weigh in again. When I get off, I should be 170 pounds. Okay. So when I go in Thursday, I weigh in again. I may weigh in at 170 pounds. So if I weigh in at 170 pounds, then all the machine would do is clean my blood. They won't take nothing off because there's no extra weight to take off. All they would do is clean my blood. Okay, so say for instance, if I weigh in at 173, then that means I have an extra 3 pounds of fluid on me, which oh, which never really happened. But say for instance, if it did, then that means I got three. That means they're gonna ask me, well, can you handle 2.5? And I'm gonna say no, because the last time they tried to take 2.5 off of me, I cramped and I got nauseated, and they had to stop the machine because I felt awful. And that was too much. And the reason why it did that to me was because that was around when I had first started, and they did not know what my dry weight was. My weight was going up and down, and they hadn't put in the system exactly what my original weight should have been. So they didn't know what my dry weight was. So they were still trying to figure out exactly what to put in as my original weight. So um they kind of messed me up, and I was like, no, we can't do that no more. 2.5, that's way too much for y'all to be trying to pull off me, and it was just messed up. So now I will say that when I went out of town, I missed a day, and I missed a day. So when I came back, I did have more on me. So when I came back, I did have like 2 pounds on me. So what I did was, I did not know that the extra 30 minutes, um, if I stay on that extra 30 minutes and allow them to take more off me, it kind of didn't allow me to cramp so much. So until one of the nurses explained to me, well, if you stay on that extra 30 minutes and they try to take two off, you won't cramp so much. I said, okay, well, I'm glad you explained it to me that way. So when I go out of town again, and if I come back and I'm 2 pounds over, then I know if I stay on that extra 30 minutes and they need to take off 2 pounds, then I know I just stay on the machine longer, and then I can tolerate them taking 2 pounds off. So I know how to do it that way from now on. Now, um, as far as anything over 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds, I don't I don't know. Um, I don't know how that goes for people that don't urinate. I know that could probably be real hard on the body. Um, I keep pickle juice in my bag, just in case I do start to cramp while I'm on the machine. But um, there's a man that sit beside me sometime. Um, he have real bad cramps and stuff while he's on the machine. I don't know if it's because they are taking a lot of weight off of him while he's on the machine, but he was having a hard time the other day, and I felt really bad for him. But all I can say is, if you are not urinating and you are still consuming a lot of liquid, and you have to go in there and that machine, you have to take all that liquid. If you're going in there and you weighing in over your body weight, 4 and 5, 6 pounds over your body weight, and that machine have to take that much liquid off of you. Hey Janice, I just looked at the chat. I'm sorry. I just looked at the chat. I just, my prayers are with you, because I just think that's a lot for, your body to have to go through, to have, you know, to have that much weight taken, that much. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say, um, because I guess that's just a lot to have to endure. To That's why you have to be careful how much fluid that you're taking in, because that's just a lot. My prayers are just with anybody that have to have the machine to have to just take that much, fluid off of your body. every time you have to go in. And I know with me, I get thirsty and I be wanting to drink water. And I know it's hard to not drink water and I guess just eat, period. I don't gain I don't gain weight as quick. I like I said, when I go in there, I'm maybe like 1.5 over if I'm over anything. So, wow. Um, but like I said, I'm still urinating, and I pray to God that I keep the ability to urinate because it helps my body get rid of the waste that it needs to get rid of, and I'm trying to um, get my numbers to the point where I can hopefully not even need a kidney transplant. I'm expecting serious, a serious turnaround when it comes to my situation. So, nobody came in and asked any questions, but can I see? What do you say? Can I see a? She couldn't put down the grape juice. Uh, what grape juice? Who can put down the grape juice? I don't know who that is. I don't. Who? Who can put down the grape juice? But nobody came in. Nobody had any questions. So I just basically did an overview of how dialysis work, just for those that didn't know. Um, because I don't think everybody understood how it worked, so I just went over how it went. But I hope I answered some people's questions. But yeah. So since don't nobody have any questions, let's say you gotta stop drinking so much, woman. I'm good. I'm good. I got this. But I appreciate your advice. So, what is your kidney function, sir? Have you had your kidneys checked? You had your kidneys checked? What's your kidney function? Y'all make sure y'all have your kidney function checked. Make sure it's good. It's 9:45. So I just wanted to shed some light on that for everybody. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. Let's oh, you ain't talking about nothing. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this chat so I can relax. Hope everybody have a good night. Peace. Mm-mm-mm.